Good morning. This is Dennis Connolly, your Den at the Door, and we're here in Jacksonport, Wisconsin, a little hamlet here located along Lake Michigan in the center of Door County, halfway to the North Pole. We're with Laddie Chapman, our producer and director, and we're here to film this incredible event that occurs every year in Jacksonport, the Polar Bear Plunge. It was about 25 years ago that a young man emerged from his house on a very cold day while others were staying warm inside and decided he needed to prove himself. He needed to adventure out into the elements, and he immersed himself into this ice cold water of the Lake Michigan, Jacksonport. And so doing, he evolved as a strong young man, sort of a passage. He also created a tradition here in Jacksonport where 700 to 1,000 people come to duplicate his actions every year, to share in that experience of the Polar Bear Plunge, and to ring in and greet the new year of 2011 with joy and strength and adventure. So let's enjoy this day here in wonderful Jacksonport.
Well, first of all, good morning and Happy New Year. And today we're looking forward to a large crowd coming into Jacksonport for the Polar Bear Plunge. And it's rather a fun day.
Yes, it is. And every year it seems that it gets better and better, and you folks are always in the heart of making it a good event by your good spirit and passing of spirits to those who wish to partake.
Right, we open at 9 o'clock on New Year's Day morning, I should say. And we're here for the Bloody Mary drinkers, for the hot coffee with warm liqueur.
All sounds delicious and soothing and warming. What are the favorite drinks after the plunge?
I think we get a lot of hot chocolate, Bailey's, peppermint, some shots.
Yeah, perhaps a little something to refortify oneself after the bravery has all been expended in the water. This is an institution here in Jacksonport, a place that visitors in the summer and the winter, and of course any time in between, but it always has a great spirit, and you seem to convey that good spirit to everyone, and your warmth is conveyed so well, and your friendliness to everyone who comes in here. We're all treated like family, and we truly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what we like to do. We're a family-oriented business. We try to do it that way. We don't, we're more of a restaurant type business.
And your food is wonderful, and it's comfort food, and it's fun, and it's very well done, I might add. So the Badgers are playing today, this New Year's Day 2011, and you've already got a 2011 Rose Bowl Badgers shirt on. They're out in Pasadena. Do you think some of them are wishing they were in this chillier weather?
I don't know about that. I think they're doing fine where they are.
Yeah. So your prediction for the game today, Mike?
I think the Badgers will win. It's going to be a close game. They're playing a very good team. I'm going to say probably by 14.
Excellent. Yeah. So the odds are for 14, and you've got numerous screens in here, so everyone who's in the community could come in here and, in the family way, help to enjoy the game together, and perhaps with a little commentary from you.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah,
all right,
sure.
Good. Well, thank you very much. And would you, it's too late to give advice to this year's Polar Bear Plungers, but for those who are going to watch this video, what advice would you give to those Polar Bear plungers for the future?
I don't know. I think just, have some warm clothes when you come out, and a lot of them will bring coolers of warm water to put their feet in when they get out of the water.
Excellent.
And then head down to one of the local establishments, because we can warm you up.
Absolutely. Perhaps Mike's.
Mike's Pork Pub, yeah.
Absolutely. Everybody loves it here. And we're here with Happy Commingled Family. And your name, ma'am?
Bev Cook.
Bev. And your name, sir?
Bill?
Bill, and nice necklace, Bill. Do you wear that often?
No, just on special days like today.
This is a special day. And where are you folks from?
Jackson, Wisconsin.
Lovely Jackson. We interviewed some other folks from Jackson last year, I do recall.
It was us.
It was you. Memory for the place is good. Memory for the face not so good. But I can explain it away with age. And you're both going in?
No.
No,
I'm not that crazy.
just the man here.
Yes.
Daughter. And so you have beads too. These kind of are sort of a celebratory, almost New Orleans Mardi Gras kind of bead, would you say?
Yeah.
And your first name?
Mariah.
Brian. Good to meet you. And so you're having some hot chocolate?
Yes.
And you're having hot chocolate?
Yep.
And how about you?
Yeah.
Excellent. So the thing you're looking forward to the most with this year's plunge?
I'm going underwater this year.
Uh-huh.
Didn't go underwater last year.
Yeah. So what will be next year?
Gosh, sky's the limit. Who knows?
Yeah, the water's the limit here. The temperature's the limit. So as long as you go underwater and then we see it coming back up, then it's all good.
Then it's a successful plunge,
Yeah,
yes.
that's good. Well, we're glad to have you here, and you have your Jacksonport Polar Bear Plunge cap on as part of last year's graduation into this event, and I'm glad you're starting the event here at Mike's. It's a great place and a good place to warm up.
And we'll see you in the water, too?
Perhaps on the water, on the frozen water. And for Sevastopol Public Access TV, it's your Den at the Door, Dennis Connolly, and we're here as at part of the adjunctive festivity for this wonderful event, this Polar Bear Plunge here in Jacksonport. We're at the firehouse, and this is the fire chief's annual pancake breakfast. And one of the fellows that we're meeting as we're coming in is
Chris Heck from Sister Bay Liberty Grove Fire Department.
Chris, good to meet you. And are you a chief or you are? Well, thank you for doing that very much. Can you tell me, please, how this event first started?
The event first started, I think this is either our third or fourth year. The fire chiefs meet probably 6 to 8 times a year, and one of the things that we always work together to do is to raise funds to buy equipment collectively or to do grants collectively. And we came up with this idea as a way to supplement our income as the fire chiefs, to use the money for our association to help fund equipment for the fire departments in Door County. Also,
it's a great way for people in the community to get to meet some of you and put a face on the services that you provide and feel more familiar and more comfortable with living in Door County and knowing the cooperation between the departments.
Absolutely. You know, people think about mutual aid and how the fire departments help each other, but if you look around this fire station today, this is an example of mutual aid as well. We have representatives from many different fire departments working collectively together for a common goal, and it's not just the fire chiefs, but you have line firefighters here from multiple departments working together.
And it is like a big fraternity, is it not? A great association of men and women who are community-minded?
Yes, it is. It's people consider it more of like a brotherhood.
Yes, it's wonderful. Now, does that work the same for the rescue departments within the county?
Yes, most of the first responder groups are affiliated with the fire departments, and you don't have to necessarily be one to be the other, but most of them dovetail under the fire departments, and the people on the EMS level work together cooperatively as well, very well.
Good. Is there any anti-inflammatory component of pancakes?
there are no, to my knowledge, there is no anti-inflammatory built into pancakes.
All right. Well, we're going to enjoy them today. We're going to enjoy seeing what's going on with the making of these pancakes and how the community people are enjoying eating here. And we're here by another important component of this pancake breakfast, the all-important cash box, where people get to make their contribution. Well, it's that left hand. You have to keep watching. You were watching that? Yeah, I was a magician at one time, and I can make things disappear. So, your name, sir?
I'm Greg.
Hi, Greg. And what department are you affiliated with?
I'm with Town of Gibraltar.
Wonderful. And your name, Matt?
Marcia.
Marcia, and which department are you with?
I'm with Jacksonport.
Wonderful. Thank you for being here, and thank you for having us. So, what is the turnout for the pancake breakfast been so far?
Turnout is starting to warm up. We are at approximately 60 people as of this point.
Excellent. And your capacity is endless.
It is endless. It is as much as the batter will allow.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I see the batter is up over there, and we're going to be seeing them in a minute. Can you explain the purpose of these boots on the counter?
They're for donations that are used to buy joint equipment between the departments and split up. And
yep. So on your wish list for Jacksonport or Gibraltar, what would some of the items be on that short list for additional equipment?
Well, basically what happens is every year we need to look at all the existing equipment that we do have, as well as see what other new equipment is coming out that can help us. There's a lot of replacement of things that we use annually, as well as, like I state, new technologies and equipment that are necessary to be added to maintain safety, compliancy, and the cutting edge in what we do.
Excellent. To keep all of us safe and help preserve the sanctity of Door County.
That is correct.
Yes. So here in Jacksonport, you not only fight fire and help to rescue people, but you also help fight the cold on a day like today, and you help to preserve the safety of the polar bear plungers. What kind of special equipment do you need for that?
the guys are in what are called cold water survival suits, so they can be in the water for up to multiple hours and not be affected by the cold. Their main job is to try to make sure everybody gets out of the water that goes in, but also to try to clear a spot for the jumpers to go in.
Excellent, excellent. So they're staying in the water by choice or by appointment?
Both.
Very good, thank you. And we see some people ready to
back to work here.
Yes,
so
you must. We have some Happy New Year to you. We have some happy patrons coming in. Thank you.
Thank you.
Zach.
Zach, and what are you looking forward to today, Zach?
Swimming.
Are you going in the big pool called Lake Michigan?
I'm not sure.
You're going to go swimming somewhere else?
Yeah.
Where are you going to go?
In the pool in our condo.
Excellent. That'll be nice. You might not have to break any ice to go in there. And what's your name? First name?
Josh.
Josh, good. And it looks like you're staying warm so far, and you guys are getting ready to enjoy and eat some pancakes here. Is that right?
No.
No, I didn't think so. We're here at what this part of this event is all about, and that is enjoying these lovely, light, beautiful fire engine produced flapjacks or pancakes. And we're interviewing one of the creators of these beautiful discs of joy and warmth. And your name, sir?
Jared.
Jared? And Jared, can you tell me how you got into making pancakes and what makes you so happy about doing such?
We started making pancakes in the 70s when my grandpa started it with another guy, and we've been doing it in the family ever since.
That's marvelous. So you have wonderful equipment here. You bring all your own equipment. Did you create these grill tables?
Yep, we made these griddles in the 70s. It's the same griddle. It fits 48 pancakes at a time.
So you've got your sheet steel here and the burners underneath, and you have your sort of batter trolley. Are you going to show us in a few minutes an example?
Sure, I'll show you right now.
So what key marks do you use to tell you that they're prepared on one side?
Oh, you just know after a while.
It's just second sense. It's a family secret. And so at what point would you, if you saw the pancakes bubbling like this, would you push down on the pancakes?
No, we just flip them over and nice and fluffy when they're done.
So you would say never push down on bubbling pancakes?
I don't think so. No.
What would be the danger in doing such?
For when you get a sticky spatula.
Yeah, we wouldn't want that.
Side up pancakes.
That's right. Not too many people are asking for those, are they?
Oh, no, they're not. I offer sometimes, but I don't get any takers.
Yet your title here would be secondary responder and perhaps purveyor of fine beverages. Would that be correct?
That's correct.
Could you describe the beverages that you're helping people have today?
We've got milk here, we've got orange juice, and we've got coffee.
That was sort of a Vanna move. Have you been studying that as far as showing people what beverages are available?
Just a little.
You did that very well, and thanks for doing what you do with the fire department. Appreciate it. Thank you. Now, it's always unfair to interview people when their mouths are full, but not when they're full of these delicious, light, nutritious, warming pancakes. We have with us one of the fine perpetrators of this event. Your name, sir?
Niles Weberg.
Miles, good to meet you, and I believe you are a chief of one of the departments. Is that correct?
That's right. I'm chief of Ephraim.
Thank you for doing that, and thanks for being here.
Well, it's a great occasion to be here, and a fundraiser that we're out to raise money for the Door County Fire Chiefs Association, and that way we can fund the communications that we're lucky to have a grant for $815,000, and now we're looking to increase it because we still have some blind spots in Door County.
Of course, yes, and all of us who use cell phones know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, that's true, and more so what your cell phones and our radio communications for emergency, but we're still looking to get it better, and we will accomplish that in the future.
Excellent. So if you were to equate number of pancakes sold with level of communication acuity here in Door County, how many pancakes would need to be sold on top of that $815,000 grant to improve it to a level that you'd be happy with?
We're looking at about $250,000 to do the complete job.
So that's quite a few pancakes.
Lots of pancakes, that's right.
Well, I see you've got a good start on it, and everyone else did. And your name, Matt?
It's Marlene.
Marlene, and you're with this good gentleman?
Yes, I am.
Aren't you lucky, and isn't he luckier?
Very lucky, and always.
Yeah, now he told me, and I don't know if it was entirely truthful, that you are responsible for creating this very decorative, beautiful shirt.
Well...
Well, do I take that as a well, yes, I did, or well, I'm not sure it's so decorative?
Well...
Yeah. Nicely done, and I think that'll be recaptured again several times. Now, he was telling me that he doesn't mind getting syrup on the left side, but the right side it would show up too much. So that's why.
Yeah, that's true. That's
good.
So
but
when he eats, he leans that way a little bit.
I've noticed that, and that's why I'm trying to talk to him this way to even things out in his spine. It's a very decorative. It's fitting for the day. It certainly brings attention to you and admiration for, besides being the chief, you really set the tone for how people should dress for this event.
Hey, very true. We aren't that far past the holiday season yet, so we can't forget about that.
Still today, we must celebrate every day. Thank you. Are you from this area?
Nope, we're from Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. How'd you find out about this pancake breakfast?
We thought the plunge was at 10.
Yeah.
So we came up and we decided we're going to have some pancakes instead. But
excellent. Good plan and good move on your part. And just beware, we don't want to get you weighted down too far that it would be harder to get out of the frozen water. And it looks like you're really enjoying your breakfast. What's your first name, dear?
Lauren.
And what are you having for breakfast this morning?
Pancakes.
And we're with some other happy diners. And your name, sir?
Brad Lang.
Brad, or where are you from?
Milwaukee.
What part of Milwaukee?
The kind of south side of Milwaukee.
Excellent. We're from Kenosha originally, a long time ago. So you're here with your family to enjoy the polar bear plunge?
Yes.
Have you done this before?
About 15 years ago, I was down by Milwaukee. We went down, it was probably about 10 degrees.
Bradford Beach?
Went down and got in about halfway in. It was too cold, so we're going to do it today. We're going to all jump in the...
Well, of course you are, and you're going to have a good time. The spirit here is wonderful. You'll come back year after year. So I see you have your plate full, and then you have a reserve plate going on there, too. What's your strategy in eating these?
Well, me and my two friends here are probably gonna try and beat the record at 20 this year. So.
Oh man, you mean 20 each? You're going to be able to pack all together? Yeah.
Good morning.
And your name, please?
Oh, I'm Joy St. John.
Hi, Joy. And we're helping to serve the registrants for the polar bear plunge.
We are.
So, how long have you been doing this registration? And
my second year doing the registration. My husband's third year plunging.
Oh, marvelous. So it's really a family event. You're helping to get people organized, and your husband's getting his energy up for this.
He's back at the cottage warming up as he speaks.
So what's the usual procedure after the plunge for your husband?
After the procedure, he goes home for a hot shower.
Yeah, the hotter the better.
And then some warm chili or soup.
Ah, sounds like the perfect day. And then share reminiscence of polar bear plunges in the past with you.
This is a lot like the first time he plunged. It was pretty wicked. It was a lot of ice chunks underneath the ice or the water.
Yes.
And he came out pretty bruised and nicked, but he survived.
And became a better man because it didn't kill him.
Absolutely.
Hello, Meredith family. Where
Good morning. Sturgeon Bay.
Sturgeon Bay, great. Thanks for venturing all the way up to Jacksonport.
We would not miss it. This is a tremendous year.
Absolutely, a great year, and it's going to be a great event today. We want to how many people are going in today?
There's 5 of us.
Just 5? Well, 5 happy faces, and we're going to see you smiling when you're coming out as well, right?
Well, I hope so.
Well, we know so, absolutely. That's a good spirit.
And we're plunging for Pete.
For Pete. Pete
Hain.
Good. Thank you for doing that. Putting another tier, another level to the importance of this event. Thanks for doing that.
Absolutely. Thank you. Happy New Year.
Here we are with Sue Jarish, and she not only is one of the organizers of this event, but one of the co-sponsors of the video being produced for the club and the website. And good morning, Sue.
Good morning.
Yes, and you're that welcoming, smiling face that I've been able to interview and talk with every year. And what makes this year special?
This is the 25th year.
A quarter century of polar bear plunging here in Jacksonport.
Little did we know when our son started this, it would be going on for this long.
So how did you feel as a mother and responsible person that you are and guiding light when JR first decided that he was gonna find himself and he was gonna test himself and go out in the elements of Lake Michigan?
Well, the first year it was sunny and it was calm and it was not like this, so it was not as hard the first few years.
Yeah, so we had to kind of work ourselves up to this, and maybe this isn't a good example of global warming.
But you know, some people think this is polar bear weather and they would be disappointed if it was too nice.
Yeah, it would be. There would be no unification with what polar bears go through every day.
Exactly.
And as humans try to connect with the feelings of polar bear, how do you think we evolve and change from this experience?
I guess if you can do this, you can do anything.
Very good. Well done, Sue. Thank you. And it's always great talking to you. How many registrants are you expecting to have this year?
Over 1,000.
My goodness, it'll be great. And I know the fire department's always ready to be of assistance.
They've been down here since about 7 o'clock working on the shore.
And your registration staff is at peak order here?
I have 10 volunteers every year.
Marvelous. And hardy people who love being here in the wind and the tent.
They do, and they all have hand warmers in their boots.
Marvelous. Good. Sue, thank you so much. Any advice for future polar bears?
Come early and have a great time.
And we're here with, I'm not quite sure, but some form of reindeer, bear, frog combination. Your first name, please?
Erin.
Erin, and yours?
Montana.
Montana. And have you polar bear plunged before?
Yep. Yeah. This is our 4th year.
My God, so you are veterans. What have you learned about yourself on each plunge?
Strategy.
What is that strategy that you'll use?
It's a group effort.
And so psychologically, physically, or what kind of planning goes into this?
All of it. They all go.
Wonderful. And so where are you from?
I'm from Madison.
Madison?
Belgium, Wisconsin.
Belgium, Wisconsin. Madison. Montana from Madison, Wisconsin, or Belgium.
Belgium.
Wisconsin. Wonderful. And so how many of your family or group are going in?
3 of us.
Wonderful. So, and after you get out, what is your usual strategy?
Run.
Run and try to get the blood going again.
Yep.
Good. Well, glad to see you today. Have a great time. Are you going to wear your antlers in the water?
Yes.
By all means. All right. Thank you.
Are you back again?
Yeah.
Shut the window off up there in Jacksonport.
Yeah. And we're here with the gentlemen who are volunteering for the great effort in Door County called Feed My People. And we're with Rich and Dick, and it's the Rich and Dick show today. And your name, sir?
Dick Chappelle.
Dick, of course.
Rich Kinka.
Rich, yes. And tell me about the function you're doing today.
Well, part of the registration, people are supposed to bring some food items to donate to Feed My People, and that's what we're here for, to thank them for their donations and to haul the stuff out of here.
Excellent, excellent. We know it's a great effort with a great benefit. And
we also came to see Laddie jump in the lake later.
Yes, he will do that, but he'll have waders on. Everybody wants to see that. Why is it? A lot of people have told him that, but he's going to do it voluntarily. And so tell me about the origins of Feed My People Day.
Well, it started in 1982 in a little closet down at the old YMCA, if you remember what that was.
Yes.
And then we grew from there. We had to split up and finally got a building down on 14th Avenue.
And a fine building it is, an old roller rink, I believe.
The old roller rink.
Yes.
Did you skate there?
No, but I can project a memory that perhaps in a previous life I did. So how many clients do you feel you serve at Feed My People?
Well, it's growing, of course, because of the economy. About 65 families a month.
My goodness, good.
Plus the other things that we do, special things for Christmas and Thanksgiving, and
yeah. So you have gently used clothing that people can come and purchase for very reduced rates and keep their family warm, and you have food that can be provided for people who need supplement for their dietary needs.
Oh yeah, we provide twice a month what's called a pantry, and it's enough to get them by for a couple of weeks.
Excellent.
Incidentally, for people who can't afford clothing, we give free clothing yet.
Excellent, wonderful. That's all the right thing. So we see that your bin is starting to fill up, and we hope to see that over the brim several times today as more and more registrants come.
Well, the people are usually pretty generous, and we thank the organizers for inviting us to participate here. All this food will get distributed.
We're here with one of the founder of the founder of the Polar Bear Plunge here in beautiful Jacksonport, Joe Jarish. And Joe, how are you today?
I'm fine. I like your remark. The founder of the founder.
Yes, you are, but never to flounder.
There you go.
And you help to organize and you help to MC this event every year.
Yes, I have. Since we've started, I've been the MC, and as I jokingly tell people, the Jarish family hosts a small beach party for a few thousand people on New Year's Day.
Yeah, no better place and no better time time.
No,
We're
this
even
is a
getting
gorgeous, and even the sun is helping us today.
The sun is wonderful, and the wind from the west is perhaps projecting our words and warm air out into that cold, cold lake.
Yes, it is. It's good, and the wind is, in some respect, helping us in terms of the firemen getting rid of some of those big floating ice chunks in the water.
Excellent, excellent. So, Joe, what do you know? I know this event will be over later today. What do you after a huge event like this, hosting this beach party, when most people come to the beach in the summer, but not the Jarish family, no. And you perhaps inspire these people to come out. How do you prep yourself for next year? I know you're probably forward thinking to that already.
Oh, exactly. As soon as this one's done, we're already thinking about what changes do we have to make for next year to make it better, safer, more efficient. One of the things we found this year is we used clipboards for the registration slips. Last year we just had them on rocks and they were blowing all over. So every year we tweak it just a little bit, but not too much, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right, so from the Stone Age onto the clipboard age, and who knows, someday it'll be electronic.
There you go. Well, actually, it is becoming electronic with a number of folks that are downloading it after going to the website Laddie helped us with. So we're getting quite a few electronics, so we are there.
So it's a Jacksonport website for Polar Bear Club. That's where they would go.
Oh, you betcha. In fact, you can go to any search engine, go to Google, just type in Jacksonport Polar Bear Club. You can go to doorbell.net/PBC. There's a number of ways to find it on the internet.
And we can see the history of this over the years, and it's so adeptly recorded by Laddie Chapman year after year, and gets better and better.
It does. He is such an integral part, and has always been, in terms of the growth of the Polar Bear Club, in terms of how it's spread basically internationally, with emails from Moscow Polar Bear Club, from Polar Bear Club in Gdansk, and it's directly related to the work Laddie has done for us in developing the Polar Bear website.
And so he actually is doing the website in Russian and Polish as well. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not sure if it's in Russian or Polish, but they're at least seeing it.
Yes, indeed. Well, he certainly has done a lot to help to expand the knowledge of what's going on in Door County to others outside who can view not only the Polar Bear Club, but other great things happening here. But we're here for this today, and it's a great day. The sun is starting to shine. We've got some beautiful clouds that's just kind of rambling across the distant part of the lake, different fronts moving in and out. Blue to our west, Joe, and that's a good sign, isn't it?
It's a very good sign, you bet. And as I look up and see the folks coming, the lemmings are getting ready to jump off the cliff.
And being led by the chief lemming himself, your son, JR.
Yes, JR will be here shortly. I keep watching to see when he will be coming with his tuxedo, and he's usually quite prominent with his tuxedo. I think he took the family to the pancake breakfast at the fire station before he was coming down here.
To decrease some of his buoyancy, perhaps.
Or increase some of his visibility.
There you go. Very well done. Joe, thank you, and we'll be watching
You're
for
welcome.
you later. Thank you.
And I'll be taking the water temperature in just a few minutes.
Thank you. Personally.
You're welcome. Thank you.
What things do we have in place via the fire department to help ensure the safety and well-being of these folks?
Well, we've been out here since 8 o'clock pushing ice shoves out, and we've got some ladders put up to hold the ice from coming in and just keeping all the ice out.
Yes, and so what important features must the plungers keep in mind in going in the water and then eventually out of the water?
Take it easy on your way in, because there's a lot of holes, and up on top of the ice you can't really get under it. So there's a lot of crevices they can fall into, so you just got to be careful where you're walking.
Yes, and coming back out?
Also be slow, because it's going to be a lot slipperier.
Yes, it's very irregular, isn't it?
This suit here is basically a dry suit. I'm toasty warm inside and iced right up on the outside.
My goodness, yeah, and we see the nice...
These are our ice rescue.
Oh, terrific. So, and we see even the attachments are all frozen together with thick globs of ice. It's very surreal, I would say.
She's pretty stiff walking around.
Yeah, and what's your name?
My name's Chuck. That was my daughter.
Oh, wonderful. Terrific, terrific. So we see you guys have some hooks and cleavers.
Yeah, we use them basically to push the ice. Otherwise, you got to push it up against your ankles and everything. So
good.
Just trying to make an easy way to get in.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff we got some ladders tied across here to keep that ice from coming across. So they got
like an ice dam.
Right.
Very clever. Who thought of that?
That's our chief and Aaron LeClaire here. He's been down here for many years doing this.
Yes.
There's a lot of these guys have been down here longer than I have.
They're veterans, and you've been down here since 8 this morning.
Yep.
And we're here with some of the participants, swimmers, plungers, or polar bears, as they may be. And your name, please?
Cindy.
Cindy?
Sheila.
Sheila?
And Bob.
Bob. Hi, Bob. And where are you folks from?
Webster, Wisconsin.
And tell us where Webster is.
Northwest Wisconsin.
Excellent. So you come from the northwest down here to the northeast so that you can be close to this beautiful body of water we know as Lake Michigan.
You betcha.
So how often is this your first plunge?
Yes.
Yes. And you haven't broken ice in the Mississippi or anything?
No.
And so what are you looking forward to? What do you feel you're going to get out of this experience?
Wisdom.
So we're here with other future participant polar bear folks. And tell me your first name, please.
I'm Trevor.
Trevor?
Wayne.
Wayne?
Emily.
Yes.
Aaron.
And welcome to Jacksonport. Where are you all from?
Egg Harbor.
Wonderful.
Same.
Good. And is this your first plunge?
No, this will be our third.
Excellent. You've keep first. Welcome. I know you're going to graduate with flying colors. What draws you back to being a polar bear year after year?
I think it's a matter of conquering the body.
Yes.
Saying that we can do what we want with our mind, and it doesn't matter what the body says.
Very well put. And what does your body say to you after this?
This is freaking cold.
Yes. Yes. Any body functions or anything that take a while to come back around?
That's a personal question.
Yes,
I don't want
it is, and we're just on TV, so don't worry about it. Greetings, and we have a couple other polar bear people here carrying a cooler, and can you tell us what's in your cooler?
We got hot water in there.
Hot water is a good thing. Most people would call it cooler. You're calling it a warmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, an igloo warmer. Good. And so what's your name?
Zach.
Zach. And so where are you from, Zach?
I'm from here, from Door County.
How many years have you done this event?
It's probably be about my 4th year. I haven't done it for a couple years now, so I came back and doing it again.
So what brought you back this year over past? You were just out of the area?
Yep.
Right. Welcome back. Enjoy the plunge and enjoy the warm water afterwards.
Thank you.
Thank you. And your name, sir?
My name is Brady Witalison.
Brady?
Dalton Witalison.
Dalton?
Will Hendrickson.
Will, how are you? And where you guys come from?
I come from Fish Creek.
Wonderful. So not far.
No.
But people come from great distances, and you have this right on your doorstep, so you can enjoy it now or anytime during the winter.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, do you go in the water in the summertime too, or not so much?
Not so much.
Yeah, it's just fun.
Exactly.
Not fun at all.
Yeah. So, what is the most fun about this? How does it affect you deep down?
Well, my heart almost stops, so I guess that's kind of cool, you know.
Yeah. So 911, okay. How about you?
The adrenaline rush. I mean, when it hits you, it's just like it's a shock, but like your whole body goes numb, but like you don't feel it, and you enjoy it.
Yeah.
I mean, this will be my second time in the water in 3 days.
Yeah. Oh, great. And a lot of people would find this medically dangerous, but not you guys. You're above that.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Enjoy yourself today. We'll see you on the other end.
Thank you.
Your name, sir?
Buck Fellofer.
Buck, and good to see you today. And I see you've got a lovely robe on.
Yep.
Is that one that you normally wear, or just for this event?
This is for Plunge for Pete, my roommate. Yep.
Terrific. Well,
Yep.
thank you for doing that.
Yep.
And is this your first time to jump into the Jacksonport beach water? Or?
No, it's actually the third time.
Excellent. And so what are you looking forward particularly this year aside from Memory of Pete?
Just family and friends. That's what it's all about.
Excellent. Well, Happy New Year to you, and thanks for being here.
Thank you.
We're with one of the great people of Door County, one of the great personalities, and really a positive man, a man we see at a lot of these events. Your name, sir?
Yes, Fred Wittig, the crazy clown here.
Not that crazy, really, Fred, although you're trying to purvey that. And Fred, you always bring such joy with you and positiveness that I think it will warm the crowd of the people who want to just jump in this big cold lake. And why do you do it, Fred?
Why do you do it? Why wouldn't you? You're in Door County. You can do these kinds of things.
Absolutely.
And you're never the same after you do this. I just met a lady from Colorado. I said, you're going to get out of the water and say, I did it. It changes your life.
Excellent. Now, so do you go in the lake in the summer at all, Fred?
Oh, yeah, all the time. Sure.
Wonderful. So what makes this event so very special, do you think?
Special to everybody because it's definitely a Door County thing. I mean, yes, they do it all over the world, but this is the best. This is the best. If you love Door County, you're going to do this event.
Absolutely. And you're a man who loves Door County and all above it, and we appreciate talking to you.
So I'll see you in the water.
Indeed.
Beautiful, balmy day here in Jacksonport as we host our 25th annual beach party in Jacksonport to welcome in the new year. A few announcements to begin. The current water temperature is about 31.8 degrees. Perfect. The air temperature is 24 degrees.
We're with a couple of young ladies who I'm guessing are going to go into the water. Is that correct?
We are.
And your name first?
I'm Crystal.
Crystal?
And Jan.
Jan, and I understand you're from far away. And Crystal, you're from?
I'm from Chicago.
Wonderful. Welcome to Door County. And?
I'm from California.
And what brings you to Door County for this event? How did this all originate?
Well, this one's crazy.
Okay. And so this started after the second margarita someplace?
It started out as a joke and evolved from there, yeah.
And it will turn into a happy moment where you will have laughs and laughs for years to come.
I think that's accurate.
Yes. So this your first time?
It is.
Wonderful. Well, you'll find a warm spirit here and a lot of good camaraderie and things to tell your friends and perhaps children someday that they won't believe.
Ladies and gentlemen, the gentleman you see in front of me wearing the tuxedo is J.R. George. He is the founder of the Polar Bear Club. He is the only one among us that has made it in all 25 years.
We're here on the beautiful icy beach, or is it the beachy ice, in Jacksonport, and we're with actually a legend, a founder of a cult, a man who we all revere and respect and in some ways love.
Hello.
And yes, hello. And your name again?
I'm J.R. Jarsh.
And J.R. Yes, J.R.
And what a great day to celebrate 25 years.
And he is indeed the founder of this event here in Jacksonport. We've talked before, JR, but you keep doing this every year. You keep inspiring people. You have a cult following at this point of your stage of your life. How do you feel about all that?
It's pretty wonderful.
Yes, it's warming, isn't it, JR?
It's exciting to be part of something that creates a lot of fun memories for families and friends, and it's mostly disbelief. I think of that year 1986, my brother and a friend were here, and same beach, no one else here. So it's neat to see what's progressed, and again, just to be a small part of a big body of camaraderie and togetherness. It's exciting, and I'm honored.
It's truly great, and the ability of your welcomeness and your hospitality and your whole family, all of Jacksonport and the fire department as well, having the hospitality to welcome all these folks from all over the United States and from other places in the world to join you here in the revelry of celebrating this new year in this very unique way.
You know, my family, my brother John and parents Joe and Sue, they put a lot of work in getting everything organized and our certificates and the medallions this year. And the town, you know, and the fire department have made it possible with, you know, keeping it a safe event, the short preparation. It's exciting. It's fun to have people call. I know I talked to an exchange student from Brazil who's here today. That'll be a bit of a shock. People that come from around the Midwest and the country. It's exciting, and we look forward to it every year.
My goodness. So a lot of people would prefer New Year's Day kind of feet up, enjoying a bowl game, having some warm tea or coffee and being close to the refrigerator. You actually immerse yourself into that refrigerator.
I wish it was as warm as the refrigerator today. You know, it's a fun thing to get up. You know, you accomplish something the first day of the year that makes almost anything you encounter the rest of the year not too bad. You can always touch back to this event, doing this, comparison to anything else you might face. It's nice to get this out of the way on the first.
Your philosophy is positive, and it's one of the other reasons why we have so many people joining your leadership and joining your family and celebrating this great event. Thank you.
Thank you, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Jeff.
Help each other in, help each other out. When you get out there are still ice chunks that are floating that are sometimes as big as a tabletop. If you are going to dive under, please look before you dive so that you don't dive in and hit your head on the floating ice chunk. 40 seconds! When we get down to the end, everybody join in for our 10-second countdown. Swimmers, start moving forward. Swimmers, start moving. Whoa! Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go swimming! All right! Let's go in for Pete's sake! In for Pete's sake! All right!
right, we're with one of the participants today, a true polar bear. Your name?
John.
John, and where are you from, John?
Fish Creek.
Fish Creek, and what did you think of today's event compared to
nasty?
Nasty, but did it warm you inside in some way, shape, or form?
Well, hoping the year's just gonna be better, cleansing, and
cleansing.
It's fun.
Good.
It should make for a good year.
Well, indeed.
I know him, and I can tell you he's crazy to begin with.
Yeah, well, it all helps.
Crazy.
So we're glad you're here, and glad you started the year this way. Thank you so much.
Bet.
We're with a happy group of people. Were you some of the swimmers today?
Yes, my son and I were.
And your name, sir?
Jeremy Wheat.
Jerry, and yours, sir?
David Wheat.
David, and where do you come from?
We're from Sturgeon Bay.
Excellent. And so you drove all the way up to Jacksonport just to refresh yourself in the healing waters of Lake Michigan.
Oh yeah, my wife and daughter did it when she was a senior in high school, and we vowed then that we would do it when he's a senior in high school.
And your vow came true, and you became a senior. And are you going on to school next year?
Yep.
Where are you going?
Hopefully to NWTC in Green Bay.
Excellent, really good. So what were your impressions of the plunge this year versus past years?
Well, it's a lot windier this year than I remember, but it seems like sometimes when you stand around you get colder than you do actually when you go in.
Yeah, I got really cold and I was standing around, so that must be the truth. And really enjoyable seeing everybody participating in the good spirit, and thanks for doing it.
Oh, thanks. It was a great time.
And we have with us your first name, please?
Laura.
Laura. And Laura, you came here with some great intentions. What were those intentions?
To go in.
Into
the Lake Michigan.
Lake Michigan. We're getting full confessions. And Laura, you're wearing a Clodic ring, I see.
I am.
And even though you're wearing that Clodic ring for good luck and fortune, something happened out there. Something unlike the masses who immerse themselves into that great bath of frozen water. Something else happened. What was it, Laura?
The thought of hypothermia.
Hypothermia. And that thought came through your body because
the wind.
The wind was terrible, wasn't it?
It was terrible.
But you're here afterwards enjoying yourself at Mike's Pub, and your headgear is very decorative. How would you describe that?
Sock monkey.
It is a good sock monkey, and we all love the monkey, don't we?
We all love the monkey.
So, well, thanks for being here, and thanks for making such a wise choice personally for yourself.
To bring in the new year.
Indeed. Thank you.
Happy New Year.